Hi, it's Crafty Lady Abby, and today I have something a little different for you than tutorials or craft haul. I have a makeup haul. So if you follow me on Facebook, you most likely know that I'm in a band, which is League of Space Pirates, and when I perform, I wear a lot of makeup, and otherwise, I never wear makeup. So to prep for that, I tend to stock up on a lot of makeup that tends to be a little bit more exaggerated, and things that are more colorful, in addition to having long staying power, because I need them to last through recording, as well as if we have to do photos and things like that. It needs not to melt under the lights or wash me out, because you can pretty much tell I'm really pale. So certain things need to be certain colors to look correct, as well as last a long time so they don't move while we're in the process of making our episodes or whatever we're doing that day. So to start with, I have kind of some basic stuff that I picked up. This is actually purple hair dye, and again, if you've known me a long time, you know that I've had my hair a few different colors, but majority of the time it's been red if it's not my natural color, which is almost black. So I've had this hair color, which was Vidal Sassoon's Runway Red, and it's faded out to orange, and this front chunk was bleached out. I think it's, I forget what kind of bleach it was, but it comes in like a black box with white writing on it from, what is it, Sally's Beauty Supply? This one is Feria, and now you typically use Feria, so using the other brand was kind of like all of a sudden we saw a few different colors and I said, oh, let's try something different, maybe something brighter. And this has lasted a long time, and this is not a hideous color, but you know, if you're someone that colors your hair, you know that your hair grows and then you have your roots show. And if you're someone that's my age, not only do your roots show, but all the gray shows. And while I don't care about the gray so much, I do care about my roots showing like a good 1.5 inches quickly. My hair color only looks super good for about a week, and then my roots start showing, because like I said, it's almost jet black. So back to this. This is purple, and this is actually one of their new ones. This is called Violet Vixen. I haven't tried it yet, obviously, but I'm interested to see this because I've seen only 2 purples, this one, and the Vidal Sassoon also has a new purple. So I'm interested to see what those are compared to, say, going and mixing my own, which is probably the path that I'm going down. So I get something that is more on kind of like the burgundy side of red, or kind of the burgundy side of purple, than the orange. Because as you can tell, this is quite orange when it fades, and that creates a brassy effect that I'm not a big fan of. And I've been dyeing my hair red since I was 18. So, you know, if you know how old I am, you do some math, that's a long time to be dyeing your hair. Or coloring, however you want to say it. So that's one big thing. And that was just at CVS, or at Target, I think, had that. And I saw it at CVS the other day. Like I said, brand new. So some kind of general stuff. I picked up a really cheap Kabuki brush just to see if it works for powder, just something different. I've been wearing makeup since I was 12. So that's like 22 years of makeup. That's a lot. I like to try different things. This is really cheap. It's probably not going to feel quite as awesome as the real thing would. But I'm just curious if it was going to work. So the other thing I got was a blending sponge. And if you kind of follow stuff for beauty, you've probably seen one of these. I'll take this one out for you. This is kind of like an off-white color. So it has this pointy and then kind of this round end. And for foundation, I typically use a brush. It has a wide end at one end that's kind of tapered, and the other end is for like concealer, and that's smaller, and that's also kind of this rounded tapered end. And those work really great. I just want to try something new. This was cheap, and as far as sponges go, It's a compressed sponge. It's the quality I don't think is going to be any different than paying for the higher priced one. Building on that, I also found one at Hot Topic, which, you know, if you love alternative stuff, everyone has been to a Hot Topic. If you have one, we have a couple. So this is a black version. Of course, a Hot Topic tends to have a lot of gothic and kind of raver and punk aesthetic type items. So black is what they have. But I thought it was kind of cool. Same type of shape. I found this one before I found the other one. Going into makeup, because that was all kind of the general stuff I got. At Hot Topic, they have the Blackheart Beauty line. And this one's Sure Shot, which is a dark red. And to give you an idea, it looks like it's kind of brown. I hadn't tested it yet. But on my arm, it actually isn't too bad. So that's what it looks like on my arm. Kind of a dark red. I'll test out the other ones. This one is also from Blackheart Beauty. This one is Fever, and it is a bright red. Put that on there. And so you can see the difference between the two. This one is Fever, and this one is Sure Shot. And then the last one is Poison Kiss. And granted, these other two colors might be good for a majority of people. Black, probably not so much. But if you like kind of the dark alternative lifestyle, you'll most likely have something that is black in your makeup selection. So for me, I actually already have a black, the same color as the black, which is the Poison Kiss. This brand is actually pretty good as far as Hot Topic makeup goes, which is why I got it. I have the black already, so this is a second backup one, because if you find a good brand, and there's not a lot of them, you kind of want to have as much as you want as that. So those are those three, so we're good on those. I'm going to leave those on there because I've actually been picking up a few different colors of dark red as well as black, and bright red too. So moving on, these two I picked up from LA Splash Cosmetics, and they're called Lip Couture Waterproof Liquid Lipstick. And what they is a liquid lipstick that has a matte finish to them, versus the shiny finish or the kind of more moisturizing finish that you would normally get with a regular lipstick. So the black color is called Venom. I'm going to put it on my arm and then give it a little bit, because in order to get the matte, it actually has to dry. And so that's the Venom. And you can see it's quite black. And this one is called Vampire. So both very gothic. It's quite dark too. I haven't actually worn this one. I did wear the black one in the last episode that we did for League of Space Pirates. While I'm letting these set, and I'll show you a little bit better in a moment, I would like to let you know that I did have some problems with this one. It needs to probably fully dry before you put your lips together, because what I found was almost, to describe it, almost like if you've ever had liquid latex and it kind of sticks or pulls or kind of like rubbery. If I pressed my lips together, it was pulling off the color. So there were patches of my natural lip color in between, and that's a big problem for filming. It needs to be on there completely. And because this isn't supposed to need a primer or liner or anything like that, because it's completely matte and it's supposed to, you know, stick on there, I was quite disappointed. Did that, and I actually didn't notice until we were completely done. And I was home that it had done that. So thankfully it didn't seem to pick it up in the filming that we were doing. This one I haven't actually worn yet. This one is the Vampire, and that one's Venom. So these are almost set, and it does take a while for them to dry. You can see they're still shiny. At the grocery store, surprisingly, I found these Revlon, I think they're probably glosses. Ooh, very gooey. Smells good. Kind of smells like candy. Which is nice when you have something on your lips, because you're gonna smell it, because it's right underneath your nose. So this is also very sticky. That same nice flexible tip. And it appears to actually be a brush, which is interesting because I've never actually had a gloss or any type of tube like this that had a brush on it versus the doe foot applicator or some other type of foam applicator. So these are the two pinks. So it's the light one, which I don't know how well it shows up, and the hot pink. And those again are Pink Diamond and Tourmaline. The next things that I picked up were from CVS and just some really basics. I wear Burt's Bees lip gloss, or not lip gloss, lip balm a lot. That's my everyday. It has this nice pepperminty feel, super moisturizing. It's awesome. This one is a tinted one. It actually has this really cool tube, but when you get down to it, it's the same size as the regular chapstick, which is interesting because I was actually expecting maybe something bigger with this much bigger packaging than the regular. But I've actually been wearing this one quite a bit, and I have really sensitive lips, so I need to make sure that whatever I'm wearing isn't going to cause my lips to basically peel. It has an allergic reaction, it wants to peel, it's not even from the moisture of it. I do have chapped lips, but like I said, I tend to wear the Burt's Bees as often as I can, and that will prevent a lot of that. But it just has an allergic reaction. It wants to peel, which is really gross. But this one has been doing really well, and again, it's still Burt's Bees. This is a tinted lip balm in rose, and it just is a really light color. It doesn't look light on here. It's quite dark as far as reds go. It's actually not too bad. It's super sheer. I kind of like a little lip tint, and I figured for filming, it'd be good to have something. So there's that one. There's another way to hold my arm. So you can see it's just really sheer and nice. This one says nice and moisturizing. It's 100% natural as far as being beeswax, which is nice. So I really like that one. I'll keep that one in my bag. This one is Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning, and surprisingly it doesn't have the same type of thing as the regular Burt's Bees, which is in the little yellow tube. It doesn't have the peppermint, and I will let you know that I was actually expecting it to hold up to being ultra conditioning because I love the regular Burt's Bees and I find that super awesome. And I would like something that provides more hydration and prevents my lips from being chapped so fast. This didn't do that at all. I'm actually going to give it to my husband, and I told him I would, since it nicely didn't have much of a scent. It almost smells like soap, which is odd. It is a lip balm with kokum butter. So it's again 100% natural. 4-hour moisturization. I would say within an hour, if that, my lips felt dry already, which is really strange. So I'll probably keep my regular chapstick in my purse, as well as that tinted one that I really liked. And give this one to my husband because he always wants to borrow my chapstick. But isn't too fond of the peppermint kind of tingling and thinks it smells strange. This one, it kind of smells like soap. I'm not too cool with that, but he likes soap, like regular plain soap. So that'll be good for him. Other things that I picked up are this Burt's Bees lip crayon, and this one, I think it's called Napa Valley. I actually bought this one because I saw the Zen of Making, Hallie actually had one. You can see that has that same really dark tip on it, and I hadn't actually used this one yet. But it's a really pretty red, And very much kind of a true red, not too orange or too blue. So that's really good. And it should be that same type of moisturizer as the other kind is, which will be awesome. I think the whole thing about the packaging on it, I don't know if you can see it, it actually has a texture that looks like honeycomb because it does come from beeswax. So very thankful for bees. They're super awesome. Something else that I picked up, I just needed a refill. This is Rimmel Glam Eyes liquid eyeliner. I have trouble finding a liquid eyeliner that doesn't flake. If you're someone that likes liquid eyeliner, and I know that's not everybody's thing, but that's my favorite kind, you need something that will not only last a long time, but won't flake on you. And what flaking is the product literally is coming off in flakes, like chunks. Because it's too dry, it's not high enough quality where it's staying on like it should stay straight on there. You shouldn't have any budging of it. It should be perfectly fine to stay on there. It should be long lasting. This one, I have never had a problem with it flaking. I'm finding a clean spot. So, let's see. Should have nice thin line. You can really control it. You can build it up, which is also an awesome thing for liquid eyeliner, is you need something that you can physically build up. If you want to create exaggerated lines and things like that, you need where you can add more product on top without it removing the previous layer of product. This holds up to that. It is the best one I have found. It's the one I always recommend to people. It's Rimmel London Glam Eyes Professional Liquid Eyeliner. And this one's just black. It's probably black glamour. It is very glamorous. The other things that I got going with the matte liquid lipsticks, which are kind of a new trendy item, and I'm sure they probably existed somewhere in the makeup world before, but I've seen a lot of them. With the same Rimmel London, I got the Show Off Lip Velvet, and this one is in Burning Lava. This is very similar in color to a lip gloss that I have from them. So I'll show you that lip gloss in a moment. Get this out. Ooh, it's a really nice red. So it's very, very red. You can see that down there. So it's very red. And just like the other ones, those two, it should take a little bit to fully dry before it turns matte. I can see it going matte, and going back to these two, you can see that they're very matte. They shouldn't be moving at all. They are there. Compared to if I swiped any or smudged any of these other ones, they would definitely smudge. The matte, the thing about that is it's supposed to be long lasting, and it's not supposed to smudge. So that's supposed to make it great for long wear. I wanted to compare this one that I just got, the Lip Velvet, to the Rimmel London Show Off Lip Lacquers. This one is Big Bang. I don't know if they still have this color, but it is very much a regular, just kind of true red. I really like this one. It has great moisture. It's definitely on there, nice and gooey, good applicator. Let's put that beside that. Definitely a brighter red, which is okay. I really love this red. I need something that is really nice in a true red against my pale skin. Something that really stands out, that isn't too brown or too orange, because that tends to contrast a lot. So those are the two reds. This one is the gloss and this one is the matte. Before we get back into lipsticks, I did want to take a moment to mention something else that I got. I meant to show you before. If you follow different people on YouTube, you're most likely familiar with Mr. Kate, who does a lot of crafty and home decor and kind of beauty stuff. She recently finished creating a book that has stories about her life as well as different projects in there. I pre-ordered that and it should arrive sometime in June, which is a nice little birthday present to myself. But as a bonus to people that did pre-order, if you emailed her, and I don't know if this is still going on, you could get a special pack of her beauty marks. And what the beauty marks are temporary tattoos, basically, and they're all hand-drawn by her. So those are really nice. So that came as well as a little postcard and a nice little thank you note with Mr. Kate's signature. And a few stickers. And I'll probably put these on my sewing machine case because I need more stickers. And her book is called A Hot Glue Gun Mess. You should definitely look it up. And I purchased it from Amazon. And it was actually on sale, which is cool. So those are a little special thing to share with you guys.